Hey guys, it's me. It's your boy, Jason Muncie, Indiana Louise. This is episode 2 of Controversial Topics. Now, today's controversial topic is the sexuality of Molina from Mortal Kombat. This is going to tie into the LGBTQ discussion later on down the road when I'm done with this series. Now, this controversial topic happens to be about Molina. Why did people at NetherRealm Studios made Molina into a lesbian? Every single character in Mortal Kombat hates Molina. Every single one of them. Besides for a few, namely Shao Kahn, Sindel, Tanya, who else? Kronika, and Shinnok. I don't think Onaga has ever crossed paths with Molina, but it is what it is. There's Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, basically virtually all the other villains besides Devora despise, well, actually has Molina's back. Devora is widely despised by everybody. Widely despised. She's despised by the bad guys and despised by the good guys. Personally, I don't care either way. But what really irritates me is that we have every single evidence of heterophobia going on in NetherRealm Studio. People who, a lot of people like Kung Jin because he's gay, and a lot of the people don't like Molina, even though that she is LGBTQ, she's despised. The fandom for said Kung Jin mains don't mind Kung Jin being gay, but they mind Molina being gay as a character from Mortal Kombat. Big surprise there. Favoritism, because I think instead of NetherRealm and any other developer who had the rights to Mortal Kombat, granted if they ever had any rights, don't really have it out for Liu Kang. They have it out for Molina. All this hatred that not Kung Lao, not Kung Jin, but the protagonist himself, Liu Kang, the hatred that the developers showed Liu Kang wound up going to Molina. Then Molina gets brought back. Why? Why the fuck are you just bringing her back after you fucking killed her off in the last game? Why? That is so fucking stupid to bring her back. If you're going to kill a character off, don't bring her back. Plain and simple. Y'all didn't bring Stryker back. Y'all didn't bring Smoke back. Where's Tavon and Dagon, huh? Where's Ashra? Where's Serena? Where are they at, huh? Nowhere to be found. And y'all just brushed Lee May under the fucking rug with Boraicho and Reiko. Why? Do you guys not understand that that's blatant favoritism? And if you're gonna bring Molina back, get rid of Deborah. Everybody hates Deborah unanimously. And where's Parator in all of this? Where's Reptile in all of this? Where's even Ermac? And yet, none of the Elder Gods got names. Why? And yet, where's Kenshi in all of this? Where's Takeda and Kung Jin in all of this? Where? That is bullshit. Why is there a massive fandom for one character and not even at the playing field for other characters to have their fandom? Jade was missing in Mortal Kombat X. Where is the consistency here? I want to know. Where? Y'all gave Molina an LGBTQ ending, which is bullshit, by the way. Y'all didn't give Kung Jin an LGBTQ ending. Where is that kind of representation for him? If you're going to make an LGBTQ character, or two of them, make it even. But since how I'm against the LGBTQ community representation, where is the heterosexual ending representation? If you're going to have Liu Kang being shipped with Katana, just make it fucking happen. It's not going to kill you, NetherRealm. And let Jackie and Takeda be married and have kids. What the fuck? And yet this mysterious, ominous, unspoken about, unseen boyfriend of Kung Jin was never even mentioned. Why? It seems like people want to be like, oh, well, why don't we just wind up bringing back Molina after we've killed her off? That's the kind of bullshit, dude. Volition killed off Johnny Gat in Saints Row the Third. Y'all just pulled a Saints Row the Third Johnny Gat bullshit with Molina. Why? Why bring her back after you killed her off? Why? Something tells me that the toxic fan base of Molina has just forced the developers to bring her back. Kind of like how the toxic Johnny Gap fandom forced Volition to bring him back. And don't get me started on why the fuck did Deborah get shoehorned in the timelines. It don't make no fucking sense. Why? And why is Rain the Mortal Kombat ripoff off of Poseidon? And the very Shinnok is a Mortal Kombat ripoff off of Hades. And Raiden is a Mortal Kombat ripoff off of Zeus. Why? As if cultural appropriation isn't bad enough. With the elemental gods. And y'all didn't bring back that one Jet Li looking motherfucker back in the Mortal Kombat game. The one that had these swords, the exact same swords that's being given to Cabal. Why give like some weapons to Cabal that belong to some Jet Li looking motherfucker from Mortal Kombat Armageddon or Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance? Why? It don't make no fucking sense. Continuity in the Mortal Kombat universe is fucked up. I would have been able to write a much more consistent story than that. And yet, Molina being a lesbian, that's what's ticking off a lot of people. We got no way to have continuity being abided by. Mortal Kombat is a fucking mess. Don't get me started on Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. That shit also made it even more of a mess. And also, Captain Marvel was forced to go by the name Shazam. His fucking catchphrase. What the fuck? Marvel don't own the rights to that name. Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel was a DC character. And then y'all go and give the name Captain Marvel to a woman? What the fuck is the continuity? I think there's something going wrong in the media, and especially the gaming media, about this. And now, with NetherRealm Studios making Injustice a civil fucking war comic book game? What the fuck is that shit? This is another fucking glorified Mortal Kombat ripoff beat 'em up. Where the fuck is the free roam? Like there is in Batman games. Like there is in Superman games. Where is the free roam? I don't want to see games go down that route, that Mortal Kombat-esque route. I mean, that's kind of like annoying. You've seen Virtual Fighter, King of Fighter, Street Fighter, Dead or Alive, Fighter's Destiny. All of these follow the same pattern. And then you have an arcade game of like a beat 'em up fighting game of said, you guessed it, Power Rangers. Follow the same thing. And then Marvel versus Capcom comes out. Really? And then the whole Mario Smash Brothers type of thing. With that, what gives? Illogical inconsistencies. I'm pointing them out. There cannot be illogical consistencies in this kind of shit. I don't think we need to have blatant disrespect for continuity. The Friday the 13th movies can get away with that shit, but nothing else. The character of Jason Voorhees is not supposed to obey the fucking continuity rules. He's supposed to change with the next year, in the next film, the next movie, depending on what studio has the rights or held on to the rights of the Friday the 13th movies. And the games followed suit with every variation of Jason Voorhees you could ever fucking think of being added to the Friday the 13th game. And yet the continuity with the remakes of Resident Evil, why not follow the same fucking story the exact same fucking way like y'all did back then, when gaming was not as primitive but not as disgustingly realistic like it is these days. Inconsistencies with remakes and definitive editions of games like those. Something is telling me that it's going to go wrong every single time that game comes out of the same old franchise that's been out for 2 decades, maybe even 3 decades, being the ones that come out. And then we have Saints Row Reboot. We need the continuity being abided by. Make definitive editions of Saints Row 1, Saints Row 2, Saints Row 4, making Saints Row Got Out of Tartarus much better, and adding in more. And I'm just saying, we need to have better continuity with video games. Spider-Man is always going all crazy with all the Spider-Verse bullshit. And Batman doesn't obey the continuity as well. The comic books are all messed up. Ugh. Don't get me started on the damn cartoons that are DC cartoons, Marvel cartoons. They don't follow logical consistency within each of the damn stories. Why? Why not follow the consistencies? It's not going to hurt you to follow consistencies when you're a company that makes comic books, cartoons, video games. Follow the same formula. Isn't it very sad and bad that the Halloween movie franchise follows the same consistency? Oh, don't get me started on the new Halloween movie. It's homophobic. You realize Michael Audrey Milestone doesn't give a fuck about sexuality. He's a fucking slasher film villain. He doesn't care. He just cares about killing on the entire month of October. That's his whole fucking point of him killing people. He's not culturally sensitive to the ever-changing climate changes in the culture, the social, economic, and culture climate changes. Michael Audrey Myers doesn't give a fuck. He's been killing people in the movies for years. He doesn't give a fuck if you're gay or straight. You're on his hit list. Everybody gets soloed by Michael Myers in Halloween. Michael Myers doesn't give a shit what sexual orientation you are. Everybody's on his hit list on October. And yet the logical inconsistencies of canceling a movie studio for making that kind of thing. I thought the LGBTQ community wanted representation. But when it's LGBTQ representation in Halloween, the movie franchise, people go fuck shit crazy because of that. Oh, Mike Audrey Myers is homophobic. He killed a gay male couple. Michael Myers wasn't getting all this flack when he was killing off straight characters. Blatant heterophobia runs rampant in this day and age because of that. Where's all this outrage when Michael Myers was killing off every other character and killing off his own family? Michael Myers was going after his own family to kill his own family. Where was the outrage in that back in the day? And yet, don't get me started on Molina. Molina wants to kill her own sister, Katana, which she's a part of the good guys. She's a baby face. Katana's a baby face. Molina's a fucking heel. You're siding with the heels instead of the baby faces. I sided with a baby face in my entire life of having to side with baby face type of characters. And don't get me started on on the Freddy vs. Jason movie, that was hinted at 20 years in the past. It took 20 years, maybe 22 years, for us to get Freddy vs. Jason. But then again, we're going to wait 22 more years for the sequel, Freddy vs. Jason 2. But Robert Englund had to retire from being Freddy Krueger. And yet, Jason Voorhees had a mega slew of actors playing him. And yet, at the end of the movie, the Freddy vs. Jason movie, Jason goes from a heel turn to a face turn at the close to the end of the movie. He spent the majority of the movie killing people. And then comes to find out that Freddy abused his dream demon powers on Jason, and Jason finds out and gets pissed and then goes after Freddy, killing Freddy Krueger. Almost got damn near killed by Freddy. 2 fucking teenagers had to tag in to help Jason with Freddy. Bear in mind, Jason Voorhees is an unstoppable killing machine. The fuck does he need teenagers tagging in and doing a handicap match against the likes of Freddy Krueger? Jason Voorhees can handle Freddy Krueger all by himself. But then again, all this sparks up all litany of crap. Jason Voorhees cannot be killed. Don't get me started on Jason X. That thing wound up supposed to kill off Jason Voorhees for good, but no, the continuity. I get it. It is Jason Voorhees. He's allowed to go outside the rules of continuity. But at least have the decency in you to, as a movie studio, make Freddy more weaker, far weaker than Jason. Where Jason can easily squash, easily solos Freddy. And yet, pretty much, that's the whole thing. And don't get me started on the stupid Hercules movies. Inconsistencies. The Rock, whoever the fuck was voicing Hercules in Disney's Hercules, inaccurate. There's so many people playing Hercules all throughout the years. And yet, there were so many people playing the Greek gods all throughout the years. And yet, the stupid God of War games are inaccurate. They're biblically inaccurate to actual polytheistic religions of the time and polytheistic cultures of the time. The God of War Ghost of Sparta shit? Okay, so gonna start God of War off by killing off the Greek gods, leaving a bunch of other straggler gods, every single Greek god you could ever think of. not being killed, you're going to end up having all the Greek gods killed off. Don't jump directly to Norse mythology. If you're going to start the God of War series off, start it off and finish the job by having Kratos kill off all the rest of the other gods in nymphs and oceanids. But if you're gonna be doing that, at least have the decency in you to be consistent. Aphrodite wasn't killed off. Why are the other Greek gods not killed off? That's a controversial topic right there. I would bar Santa Monica Studios from making any more God of War games. And villainizing Zeus? Do y'all realize that's blasphemous crap? I'm just saying. It's not okay. And I'm giving this dude that goes by the username Big Daddy a shout out.